Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Earlham Women's Basketball. This is the Athletics and Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College. Tonight, Earlham at 1-18 overall, 1-11 in the conference, will be hosting the Yellow Jackets of Defiance College, who come in at 11-8 overall, 8-4 in HCAC play. I'm Troy Darengowski. We're getting healthier, which is the good news. Hopefully the boys will hold out for the remainder of tonight's game. Earlham coming off a 61-48 loss to Franklin College on Saturday. The Quakers have now lost 4 in a row, and during that 4-game losing streak, averaging just 46 points per game. They will have to pick up that number here tonight. Meanwhile, Defiance, they've won 3 straight and 4 out of their last 5 after they beat Hanover their last time out 75-49. Of course, the Quakers going through a huge transition, which is very unusual in any level of athletics, and that is a coaching change this past week, as head coach Janelle Iden and her assistant coach both resigning, and now Kevin Hayden has stepped in to coach the Quakers for the remainder of the season. One piece of other bad news for tonight for this Quaker basketball team, they will be without 2 players, Taylor Stroud, who came off the bench, and also Shania Feathers, one of their main post players, will not play tonight. Both are in street clothes, will not see action this evening. And the bad part about that is you're up against one of the best post players in the conference in Kelsey Teachy. Teachy averaging 20.8 points per game and 13.9 rebounds. And the Quakers have got to play better inside. When we come back, we'll have our scouting report as we continue on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. We'll scout this Defiance Yellow Jackets basketball team next. This is women's basketball, Earlham Women's Basketball, right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There is one thing for sure in my life, I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Earlhamites, staying connected with the college is easy thanks to your alumni office. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, access the alumni directory on Earlham's online portal, read the Earlhamite magazine, and visit us online. We're here for you. Go Quakers. We are back at the Athletics and Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College as we prepare for tonight's HCAC matchup. Defiance coming in at 11-8 on the season. They're 8-4 in the HCAC. As mentioned a little bit ago, they've won 4 straight. Their last time out, they beat Hanover 75-49. They built a big first-half lead and went on for the win. And how about Kelsey Teachy? 26 points, 13 rebounds in the win. By the way, she's now just 21 points away from 1,000 in her career. Last time these two teams got together about less than a month ago, actually. It was back on January the 11th
And Defiance won that game 62-59. Maya Looney, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Mariah Flynn had 13 points, and Cameron White finished with 10. We mentioned already, Kelsey Teachy, 6'3", 20.8 points per game, 59% field goal percentage, 48 blocks on the year, but I think the most impressive number is the amount of rebounds. Almost 14 rebounds per game, coming into this one averaging at 13.9. Makai White averaging 9.7 points. Watch her on the outside. She's a three-point threat, 38%. Ashley Williams averaging 9.1 points per game, a 42% three-point shooter. Also keep an eye on Erica Smay at 8 points per game and Carrie Conine at 7.4. We'll see Sam Irvin come off the bench around 6 points per game and nearly 6 rebounds per game. And Whitney Schalk also coming off the bench at about 3.4 points per game. But there's no doubt about this one tonight. The Quakers, if they plan on winning, they've got to find a way to slow down Kelsey Teachy and those huge numbers on the rebounding side of things. When we come back, we'll check out the HCAC. That's coming up next as we continue right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners. Here's how things look in the HCAC going into tonight's action. Rolls-Hallman now a 2-game lead in the division. They're now 11-1. Bluffton and Transylvania both at 9-3. Defiance 8-4. Right in the thick of things in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Franklin and Hanover both at 7-5. Manchester's at 6-6. So all those teams still a shot at the playoffs. As for the other teams, Anderson 2-10, Earlham 1-11, and Mount St. Joe at 0-12. They're just playing out the streak in this one as they enter action tonight. We'll come back. Starters coming up next. This is Earlham Women's Basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Here are the at least probable starters for tonight. We'll wait and see if there are any changes in tonight's matchup once the two teams are introduced. And while we're doing this, we'll give you an idea of the tail of the tape. We'll put these two teams side by side, at least in 4 categories going into tonight's action. Here's how things will line up for the Yellow Jackets of Defiance. At guard, a 5'6" senior averaging 8 points per game, Erica Smay. At guard, a 5'8" junior averaging 9.7 points per game is Makai White. At guard, a 5'6" senior wearing number 12, Ashley Williams. Williams averaging 9.1 points per game. At forward, Carrie Conine, a 5'8" senior, averaging 7.4 points per game. She wears number 20. And at center, Kelsey Teachy, 6'3" and a senior, averaging again nearly 21 points and 14 rebounds per game. Tichy, by the way, wears number 22. So it'll be Smay, White, Williams, Conine, and Tichy for the Yellow Jackets here tonight. Quakers scheduled to go with Cameron White, a 5'6 freshman, averaging 5.7 points per game, wearing number 10. Mariah Flynn will get the start, 5'11 and a junior, averaging 6.6 points per game, wears number 14. Shannon Pittman will start, a 5'11 freshman, averaging 9 points per game, wearing number 25. Hannah Franklin, a 5'5 senior, averaging 11 points per game, wearing number 30. And Maya Looney, 5'10 and a senior, averaging 4.7 points per game. Looney will get the start for the Quakers tonight. White, Flynn, Pittman, Franklin, and Looney. We will come back. We'll get the tip coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Women's Basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So of course I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center, tonight's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and many, many more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted #1 in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town, the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. We mentioned the Quakers without Taylor Stroud, the 5'9 freshman forward out of Mitchell, Indiana. And, of course, the senior, Shania Feathers, the 6-footer that would have helped Maya Looney in the middle handling a player like Kelsey Tichy at 6'3". Boy, the Quakers are... I have a feeling tonight that the Yellow Jackets, and this is just a feeling, they're going to pound this thing inside big time, because if they can get Looney out of the ball game, the Quakers are really hurting when it comes to finding post presence in this one here tonight. And that's kind of the way it's been all year long, where teams will pound it inside against the Quakers. Tichy in the middle against Mariah Flynn. Mentioned Tichy just 21 points away from 1,000. And the tip will be won by the Yellow Jackets, and we are underway here tonight. See what the Quakers will do early as they'll open up in a zone, 2-3 zone. They're going to put Flynn in the middle and Looney on one side, so that may eliminate at least a little bit of it from going up against Tichy. The first shot's going to be missed by White, and it'll be Quaker basketball. Here's Pittman driving and scoring. And the Quakers get on the board first here tonight, leading it 2-0. 2-2-1 zone trap now put together by the Quakers. And Defiance breaks it relatively easily. Smay with the basketball, and it's loose out front. Cameron White on the floor, and it will be Earlham basketball. So Defiance with a turnover. So the Quakers off to a good start here tonight after that turnover. And we'll see Cameron White at the point. That'll put Flynn on the wing. Take that back. It's going to be Franklin on the wing. Flynn will be at the high post. Here's White. Pull-up jumper from about 17 is no good by Franklin. Gets her own rebound. Put back, no. Ball tipped around. Falls on the floor. Picked up now by Flynn. Quakers will get a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Here's Pittman. Bounce pass down low to Flynn. Fadeaway jumper, no good. There's Franklin. Back inside to Flynn. Layup good. Good hustle by Franklin for the Quakers, and Earlham out to a good start in this one, 4-0 lead. Across the timeline, goes out of bounds, turnover by Defiance. Now the Quakers showing a little different 2-2-1 zone trap. And Defiance unable to get the ball across they got it across the timeline, then immediately stepped out of bounds. Second turnover, here's Pittman. Pittman now drives and scores. 6-0 Quakers. And Defiance will get a quick timeout. We will take a timeout as well. 8:20 to go opening period. Quakers on top of this one, 6-0.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
So right now, early, you have to say the Quakers out-hustling Defiance, and especially when you think about the play of senior Hannah Franklin. She got an offensive rebound twice, got the one to Mariah Flynn for the easy layup, and right now the Quakers lead at 6-0. So Defiance getting a timeout. They'll try to settle things down. On the left wing is Williams. Skip pass in the corner. That looked like Smay, and the ball almost stolen away. Here's Williams once again to the near side. They reset the shot clock, and I'm not sure exactly why, but the Quakers should have had that shot clock run down even further. They didn't even shoot the ball. Tichy will find Williams. Jumper good. That'll be a 2-point bucket as Williams gets on the board for the Yellow Jackets. Quaker basketball. Here's Franklin. Little stutter step. Pull-up jumper in the lane. No good. And the rebound by Carrie Conine. So now Defiance with the basketball. So far, we haven't seen Tichy down in that low post working very much. In fact, there she is on the high post. Jumper from 16 is missed. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Maya Looney. Looked like Ashley Williams may have gotten a hand on it, but the official says Looney the last to touch it. Here's a shot from the right wing. That's on the way. No good. And here come the Quakers once again. Here's Franklin. Will drive, goes by the defender and then double dribbles with it. So turnover by the Quakers, not a bad move. Only problem is you can't put two hands on the basketball. So turnover by the Quakers. That'll be their first. This will be White with a basketball. Skip pass will find Williams, and there's another turnover. Third turnover now by Defiance. Franklin will find a driving and an offensive foul. That'll be called against Shannon Pittman. So Pittman picks up her first. That'll be the second turnover now by the Quakers. Again, the Defiance numbers, like the men's uniforms, a little bit hard to see from where we are. They have the all-black outlined in fact, looks like it's more of the purple outlined in gold, but it's awful hard to see way up here. 6:39 to go in the opening period of play. Jumper, top of the keys on the way, no good by, well, the tip-up is no good by Tichy. Trying to see who missed that shot. The actual miss was by Conine. Quaker basketball. Here's Cameron White, now between the circles. Quakers will find Pittman. Flynn, pull-up shot on the way, good. She wasted no time releasing the basketball. Flynn now with 4, and the idea is just to make sure you don't get too close to Tichy and let her block your shot. We're going to say that last shot was a 3-point basket, so we need to add one more point now to Ashley Williams. So Williams with 3. Tichy will find White, 3-pointer on the way, good. So White with 3, and the Quakers lead now at 2. Here's Cameron White for the Quakers to Franklin at the elbow, back outside to Pittman. Flynn out on the high post, quickly inside to Looney. Looney with the right hand, good. Looney with her first 2. And the Quakers now lead at 10-6. Who came in the ball game? That's going to be 23, Whitney Schalk out of Bellevue, Ohio, a 5-foot junior. Schalk will wear number 23. They have yet to get it inside to Tichy. Here's a drive down the lane. The shot no good by Conine. The offensive rebound no. The putback again by Tichy no. And she'll go to the line. So Tichy just picked up a couple of rebounds right there. And we'll go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Maya Looney. And for Looney, that'll be her first. Quakers will make a change. Curtis will come in. Lexi McFarland also coming in for Earlham. Pittman will sit down, and Looney will sit down. Second free throw is no good by Tichy, so she'll get 1 of 2. And it'll be Earlham basketball. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Pittman. Here, take that back. That's going to be Curtis. Back outside to McFarland. The three-pointer, good. So McFarland on the board for the first time. And the Quakers lead at 13-7. Here's Earlham with a trap once again. Here's Schalk. Conine straight away, missed it. And we've got a rebounding foul inside against Mariah Flynn. So Flynn will pick up her first. And a change now is we'll see Conine come out. Sam Irvin will come in. Irvin out of Bloomdale, Ohio. 6'1" and a sophomore. So they will get even bigger here as Tichy and Irvin in the ball game at the same time. Defiance working it around the perimeter. Here's White for 3. That one no good. And the rebound for the Quakers. Once again, Hannah Franklin. Here's Cameron White. Shot fake, drives in the lane. Shot missed. And the rebound, Williams. And we've got a rebounding foul on the floor. And that'll go against Cameron White of Earlham. White will pick up her first. That'll be team foul number 4 now on the Quakers. 4:09 to go in the opening period of play. Irvin helping out on the trap. Still will stay at 2-2-1 for the Quakers. Lead past Irvin. Irvin worked the sideline, then back to the middle of the floor, and now will set it up for the Yellow Jackets. Quakers almost looking like they're playing a matchup zone right here. The spin by Schalk. Here is the three-pointer, good. And that's going to be Smay on the 3. And it's now 13-10. Smay averaging 8 points per game, gets her first bucket. Here's Curtis down low, bucket good. Mariah Flynn will get the assist, and Zoe Curtis with her first two. Curtis, the freshman out of Newcastle, her high school team won last night in the opening round of the sectionals, and there's another turnover for Defiance as they'll step on the sideline. Quakers will make a couple of changes. Flynn is out. Cameron White is out. Pittman back in, and we'll also see for the Quakers in the lineup, Amy Wiesner for the first time out of Columbus, Indiana. See if there's a change here for the Yellow Jackets. Smay, number 10, is staying in the ball game. By the way, Ashley Williams was actually the one, I believe, who hit that last three-pointer, not Smay. We'll check those numbers officially at halftime. Here's McFarland getting the screen from Pittman. Pittman looking inside. Nothing there. Kicks it back outside to McFarland. McFarland starts to penetrate. Will be cut off by Williams. Quaker basketball trying to find an opening with 5 seconds. Here's McFarland for three. No. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Defiance basketball. First time really tonight we've seen the Quakers kind of bogged down offensively. But one key so far is Kelsey Teachy, only 1 point here in the first half. Quakers have done a nice job keeping her away from the basket. This will be Smay with the basketball on the left wing. Teachy out on the high post. I'll take that back. That's going to be Irvin. Teachy working down low. Irvin at the high post. Here's a screen out front. 7 on the shot clock, and we've got another foul on the Quakers. We'll be shooting 2 shots. Pittman will pick up the foul. That's going to be number 2, I believe, on Pittman. So Flynn will come in. Makai White will come back in for Defiance. And I think that's going to be Conine back in as well. We'll wait for Conine. Apparently she's going to be in for the shooter, which is Whitney Schalk. And again, every 5th foul in each quarter will bring on 2 free throws in women's college basketball. Quakers now lead at 15-11, and there are your changes. Teachy will come out of the ball game. Teachy again with just the 1 free throw, so that's good news if you're a Quaker fan that she hasn't gotten on track yet. 2nd free throw's on the way and got the roll. So Schalk able to get both. It's back now to a 3-point lead. Quaker basketball. 2:12 to go in the opening period. Curtis out on that high post to Franklin. Back to Curtis. Nope, that's going to be Flynn on the low block. Flynn with the right hand, spins to the left, up and under, right hand shot no good, and they're going to get her on an offensive rebound, and Flynn just picked up her 2nd. Not a bad up and under, but unable to finish with a right hand. She's a left-handed shooter, and I would imagine that's a little bit uncomfortable coming back with a right hand in traffic the way she was trying to do right there. Looney coming in, so now Looney will come in. So Flynn has 2, Pittman has 2. And the Yellow Jackets turn it over off the inbound. That's not a good turnover. There's no good turnovers, but that one really hurts when you're just trying to get it in play. And now the ball loose. Quakers give it back. Earlham with their 3rd turnover. Defiance basketball. Here's Conine. Kick out to White. 3-pointer is good. So the Quakers, their turnover cost them. Tied now at 15. White gets her 2nd 3-pointer. 1-4 high offense. Here's Curtis. Little cross there, but Franklin decides to wait for the basketball. Franklin gets the screen from Looney. Franklin from 14. Got it. Well, the Quakers not showing any ill effects of averaging under 50 points per game over their last 4 games, which all are losses. Have 17 now here in the opening period. And it'll be Defiance basketball, setting that high screen. One of those Irvin, the other one Conine. Here's White off the left wing. This is Smay. 7 on the shot clock. They'll work it now to Schalk. Schalk driving in the lane, feeds it in the wing. Here's the shot on the way, three-pointer, no good, right as the the shot clock light goes off. Here's the drive and a block shot by Irvin. Wiesner trying to take it in against the 6-footer. Irvin actually 6'1", as we mentioned, just a sophomore. They have another 6-footer sitting on the bench. A couple of replacements if TG needs the help. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Wiesner once again, guarded by White. Now it'll be Franklin. Franklin looking inside to Looney. Looney with the left hand off the glass. Good. Looney with 4. And the Quakers now lead it by 4. 17 seconds. White across the 10-second line. White against Wiesner. Takes it all the way to the wing. And now they'll set it back up to Schalk. Irvin sets the high screen. Schalk on the drive. Left-hand shot, no good. And Wiesner comes away with it. 2 seconds to go. 1 second to go, and that's going to do it. We head to the second on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 19-15.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Quakers off to a good start shooting-wise, 9 of 17, 53% of that opening period of play. Meanwhile, Defiance only 4 of 14, good enough for 29% in the opening period of play. But they shot well from 3, 4 of 7 for 57%. The Quakers out rebounding Defiance, which is a huge key, 12-6. After that opening period of play. It will be Defiance basketball. Here's Schalk, who will stay in the ball game at the point. White at the elbow gets the screen from Irvin. Tichy back in the ball game as well. The shot on the way, no good by Williams. Tichy able to come away with it. That's going to be Irvin. Take it back. Tichy on the low, Irvin on the high. Once again, here's Schalk. Gets the screen from Irvin. Irvin receives, now drives, and what do we have? We have a offensive foul against Irvin. And she picks up her first. Turnover number 6 now on the Yellow Jackets. Cameron White will come back in. McFarland will sit down. So far, the absence of Stroud and Feathers have not hurt the Quakers. Here's Franklin on the back door. Cut basket good. Looney gets the assist, and the Quakers lead it by 6. Franklin now with 4 unofficially here tonight. And we'll, of course, check out all those numbers at halftime. Want to remind you can check out the stats yourself. Want to follow along at GoEarlham.com. Live stats with Mitch Blancaspor. Here's White. Pull-up shot on the way. That one's no good. Rebound by Zoe Curtis. Curtis getting more minutes here tonight than we have seen at least early in the ball game for the Quakers. Here's Cameron White. High post to Frank. Take that back to Looney. Looney will find Curtis. Hands it off now to White. Back outside to Wiesner. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Franklin. Sweeps through. Back to the left. Pull-up shot on the lane. No good. Hard off the back of the iron, and the rebound by Ashley Williams of Defiance. Williams across the timeline in the corner to White. They're looking inside now to Irvin. Irvin to Tichy. Loses the basketball. White dives on the floor, and this is going to be a foul, I believe, on Tichy. So Tichy picks up the foul. That'll be a turnover as well. And, they're going to say, is that a timeout? We'll take a timeout as well. Looks like they said timeout, not a foul on Tichy. We'll keep it here for this 30-second timeout. And remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Harrington Oak Insurance. At Harrington Oak Insurance, we spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because our focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Oak insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonoak.com. Take the foul away from Tichy. Quakers got a timeout. There will be a turnover charged, though, to Defiance in that possession. 8:17 remaining. I think that's what the official is doing over the scores table to make sure that they got the timeout correct and the foul was not called against Tichy. Tichy kind of raised her arms at one point like, well, how can you call a foul on that? But that was not the case. So it'll be Quaker basketball leading it by 6. Cameron White to Looney. Hands off now to Franklin. Sets to the screen. Franklin, and I think they got an illegal screen against Looney. If that's the case, that is a big foul right there on Looney. She picks up her second. Maddie Croto will come in for the Quakers. So Looney has 2, Pittman has 2, and Flynn with 2 fouls. Quakers now with 4 turnovers. So Croto will come in. Croto again out of Danville, Indiana, and there we have another moving screen. This one against White of Defiance. 8th turnover now committed by the Yellow Jackets. Croto 5'11", one of the many freshmen on this Quaker basketball team. Here's Franklin at the right elbow. Croto will now set that up screen. White may have gotten away with a travel. In fact, she did. Took that extra step. Wiesner back to Franklin. 10 on the shot clock. Franklin, pull-up shot on the way off the front of the rim. Rebound by Curtis, and had it knocked out of her hands. Here come the Yellow Jackets. Here's White. Three-pointer, short. Long rebound, tipped, and coming out with it, Williams, now for Defiance. Yellow Jackets get a fresh 30. Irvin, and that's going to be, actually take that back. That was Tichy wanting the basketball in the low post. They can't get it to her. Here's Schalk. Schalk on the drive to White. Here's another 3 on the way, this time way off the mark, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Quaker basketball. White will come out. Erica Smay out of Defiance, Ohio, coming into the ball game. She is a 5'6" senior. 21-15. So far, Defiance has not scored in this quarter. Here's Franklin. And look out, Croto fell down, and she might have hurt her right knee. And she went down immediately. We'll take a timeout as well, and they'll check on Croto, and that would be bad news for the Quakers because they don't have that many post players to work with. We'll take a timeout. This is Quaker basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Well, they will help Crodel off the floor. At least the early indications are the way that they're helping her off the floor. She may not be back in this one here tonight, and they'll certainly be very cautious about playing a freshman with a knee injury in a game that at this stage doesn't matter a whole lot other than playing time for Maddie Crodel. So hopefully Maddie's okay. And a change again for the Quakers coming to the lineup will be Ashley Meadows. Meadows makes the Quakers a little bit smaller. Here's Franklin. Her pullback shot good from about 16 feet. So Franklin now with 6. Quakers lead at 23-15. Here's Schalk once again. Schalk guarded by Cameron White. High screen by Tichy. Off the screen is Williams. Looking right. Conine, the entry pass to Tichy. Tichy turns and misses. And a foul call. Zoe Curtis, I think, picked up the foul. That was kind of a late whistle. That will put Tichy at the line. See if they called that against Zoe Curtis. They don't have the number on the board yet. There it is, and the free throw's no good. They say Wiesner's actually the one who picked up the foul, so we'll give it to Wiesner. Tichy, 1 for 3 from the line, 2 for 4, and only 2 free throws tonight so far for Tichy, and the Quakers lead at 23-16. That is Cameron White across the timeline, working against Schalk. Skip pass, and maybe for just the second time, Quakers have had what you would consider a bad turnover. Is that one thrown out of bounds, and it will be Defiance basketball. 5:56 to go. Here in the second quarter, again, Defiance just 1 free throw in the period. Tichy posting up against Curtis. The kick out. That might have been a travel. Nothing there. Here's Williams. Bounce pass to the high post. Ball loose. Jump ball. It'll be Quaker basketball. And Defiance will turn it over for the 9th time here in the first half. So Quaker basketball. Here's White. Franklin, who's played well. A lot of energy so far in the first half. White got away with a travel. That ball goes out of bounds. That little bunny hop that time, and White got away with it. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Curtis will inbound from the baseline. Williams left it short. Take that back. That's going to be Meadows. So Meadows left it short off the inbound. Defiance basketball. Here's Schalk. And we've got a foul called against the Quakers, and that'll go against Meadows. So Meadows will pick up her first. Well, take that back again. Boy, I'd been missed a couple of those because it looked like to me it was Meadows on the block. And so Wiesner will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first. Quakers make a change. McFarland back in. Smay, lob pass inside, ball loose, and what do we have? They may get Meadows this time. I'm pretty sure it's Meadows. Thank you. So I got Meadows. That'll be the first on Meadows, the 4th team foul now against the Quakers. Schalk with a basketball, high screen by Tichy. They have yet to get Tichy going. Posting up underneath is Curtis, at least fronting her on the post. And a turnover once again by Defiance. That'll be number 10. Quakers basketball. Here's Franklin going by the defender. McFarland for 3, no good. Rebound White. Meadows, baseline shot, that's no good. Curtis able to box her man out and getting the loose basketball. Nice job by Defiance. Lead pass to Conine and layup good, and she's fouled. So Conine will go to the line. Trying to see who that player was that went to the floor for Defiance. We mentioned their numbers are awful hard to see, and I think that might have been Smay who saved the basketball from going out of bounds. White is back in for Defiance. Kyra Joseph will come in now for the Quakers. Joseph wearing number 35. She is out of Covenant Christian High School in Indianapolis. Free throws no good. So Conine unable to complete the three-point play. Will stay at 23-18. 4:25 to go here in the second. Here's White. Franklin will back it off at the elbow. Pass intended for Curtis. Picked up inside by Joseph. Back out to McFarland. No. On the three-point attempt. White taken away. And Curtis can't hit the left-hand layup. Rebound Irvin. Quakers with their 6th turnover, but able to get it back. So now Defiance will set it up. Here's Whitney Schalk. Williams, the screen from Irvin. Williams sets, fires the three, gets it. Big three-pointer there for Williams. And Williams now with 9. It's back now to a 2-point ball game. This is Cameron White at the point. Joseph out on the high post. Curtis looking right. Will go to White once again at the elbow. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Franklin off the screen, and a quick foul will be called. They will get Whitney Schalk on the foul. Quakers able to inbound. You see in the backcourt to Cameron White. 3:15 to go. Little 1-4 high again on the offense. Here's Joseph. Curtis. Now to McFarland looking inside. Here is Curtis. Stripped away. Ball loose. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Franklin. Franklin. Pull-up jumper, no. Rebound Joseph. Hands off to Curtis. Got it. Curtis with 4. And the Quakers now lead it by 4. Nice screen set by Irvin. Gets it back. Shoots and misses. Rebound. That's Conine. Fires and hits in the lane after getting another offensive rebound. Conine now with 5. Take that back with 4, and the Quakers' lead is back down to 2. 2:19 remaining. Here's Joseph again. Quakers a little cross at the top. White, the 3, missed it. And the other White, that's Mackay White, the rebound for Defiance. Here's Schalk. Schalk pushing it down the floor, misses off the front of the rim. Joseph the rebound, and Quakers in transition. And that's where Hannah Franklin will set it up. Quakers make another change. We'll see Kendall Spears come in the lineup. Spears out of Plainfield, Indiana, another freshman. Cameron White, Joseph with the screen. White feeds off to Curtis, and Curtis will be fouled. And that may go against Whitney Schalk, and it is her second. How about Zoe Curtis tonight? 4 points. And a chance for 2 free throws right here. 1:38 remaining here in the quarter, and the free throw's good. We'll have to check and see what Zoe Curtis's high is. Take just a second here. Let me find her on our information package. Zoe Curtis, 2 points. She has bypassed her season high. And right now, her career high is at 6. And the Quakers lead it by 4. 1:34 to go in the quarter. And there's a foul they may get. Yeah, that'll be Spears. So Spears picking up her first. And with that being the 5th foul, we head back to the free throw line. And another miss. This looks like Liz Martin has checked in. Martin, 5'5" freshman. So Martin is in the ball game. Second free throw. He is up and good. We will stay within a one-possession game at 27-24. Franklin sweeps through with the basketball, holding it high. Now goes to Spears. Joseph out on the high post, fakes the handoff, steps back, fires and hits it. How about Joseph? And Joseph gets on the board. Joseph with her first two. Entry pass, Tichy draws three and still scores. Tichy with her first basket of the ball game. And the Quakers still lead it by three. I'll tell you what, Joseph did a nice job stepping back and hitting that shot. 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Franklin, turns, stops, kicks it back outside to Spears. Here's Joseph, 10 on the shot clock. Here's Franklin, top of the key. Franklin driving, shot, and good. Hannah Franklin with 8. Quakers will go into the locker room with a lead. We're down to 14 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Martin. Irvin on the drive and a foul called. That'll go against Joseph. So Joseph picks up her first. So Irvin to the line for 2 shots with 6 seconds remaining in the first half. Neither way, you look at this, Quakers have played pretty well in the first half. And they have held Tichy in check. Irvin with her first point. Second free throw. It is now a 3-point lead. Last chance for White. And White forgot how much time was on the clock. You got to pay attention with clock management. So the Quakers will go into the locker room at halftime. Earlham 31. Defiance 28 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Your halftime report is coming up next. This is Earlham Women's Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
We have made it to halftime. Quakers on top of this one, 31-28. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice, and it will go in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Again, that number, 969-3400. Well, Quakers did cool off a little bit in the shooting department in that second quarter. Boy, they got up to a great start at 53% in the opening period of play, but then shot only 36% in the second quarter. We'll get to Earlham's numbers coming up in just a couple of moments. Defiance in the first half, they finished 8 of 23. They were held to only 9 shots in that second quarter, by the way. Finished 35% overall, 5 of 11 from three-point range for 46%, and 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Finished with 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 turnovers, 2 blocks, and 1 steal in the first half. Scoring-wise, Ashley Williams with 9. White finished with 6. 4 points by Conine, 4 points by Tichy, 2 points by Schalk. Irvin with 2. Liz Martin with a single point. Smay did not score in the first half. But boy, the key number there, you look at the line right now for Tichy, 4 points, 4 rebounds. That is it so far for the big 6'3 center, who, by the way, if she ends up getting 21 tonight, will reach the 1,000-point mark for her career. Quakers in the first half, 14 of 31, good enough for 45%. They only shot 4 3-pointers, 25%. They made 1 of those, 2 of 2 from the line. Quakers finished with 19 rebounds, 9 of those offensive boards, 8 assists, 5 turnovers, no blocks, and 5 steals in the first half of play. Quakers are led by Hannah Franklin with 8, 4 points by Flynn, Pittman with 4, Looney with 4, 6 points by Zoe Curtis, that is a career high, Lexi McFarland with 3, and Kyra Joseph finished with 2 points. Foul trouble-wise for the Quakers in the first half, Mariah Flynn with 2, Shannon Pittman with 2, Maya Looney with 2, and Defiance so far, no one in real serious foul trouble. In fact, only Whitney Schalk has 2 in the first half of play. We'll come back, check out some college basketball, the NBA scoreboard, and more. We're at halftime. Quakers on top on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report, 31-28. This is Earlham Women's Basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. WetzelAuto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. WetzelAuto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. WetzelAuto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. WetzelAuto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College, Quakers on top at halftime, 31-28. Let's get you caught up on some scores earlier today. Women's college basketball one final is in. Number 18, Oklahoma, they beat Kansas 89-52 in the third quarter. Connecticut looking for yet another win. How about this one in the third quarter? Connecticut 56, Temple 20. Is anybody going to beat Connecticut? I find that highly unlikely. Number 2, Baylor, Iowa State just underway. Number 12, Texas on top of Oklahoma State 13-7. Number 14, Ohio State. They're beating Penn State 54-33 in the third quarter. Also in the third quarter, number 20, South Florida is on top of Cincinnati 42-31. Men's college basketball top 25 play. No games final yet, but we do have one game in the second half as number 4 Villanova, they're leading Providence 45-35. Again, that just underway in the second half of play. Number 2 Baylor, number 3 Kansas, they'll tip off in about 40 minutes from Kansas. In the first half, number 9 Virginia leading Virginia Tech 10-5 very early in that one. Also in the first half, it is Miami, Florida leading 15th-rated Florida State 13-12. Later tonight, number 11 UCLA is at Washington State. Number 14 Cincinnati at Tulsa. 19th-rated South Carolina is at LSU. And Purdue in about 7 minutes. They'll be hosting Northwestern. Purdue number 23 in the country. Northwestern in the poll at number 25. And they may be looking at an NCAA bid this year. That would be their first. Move on now to the NBA at halftime. Cleveland leading Minnesota 63-60. Halftime, Indiana on top of Orlando, 56-47. In the second quarter, Toronto leading Boston 34-30. Also in the second quarter, Detroit 50, New Orleans 41. Second quarter action, Miami 41, Atlanta 29. And in the second quarter, Brooklyn 31, New York 25. Tonight, Philadelphia, Dallas. Memphis is at Denver. The Clippers play at Phoenix. Milwaukee's at Utah. Chicago at Oklahoma City, and Charlotte is at Golden State. 3 games in the NHL in the opening period to play. Washington leading Boston 1-0. Minnesota's at Calgary, and Colorado is at Los Angeles. We will come back. Your second half is underway in just about 3 minutes Quakers on top of this one, 31-28.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994. Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
We are about ready for the second half, and before we do so, I want to remind you that tonight's game is being brought to you by your Richmond area Subways. And each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50 at Subway, with it being Wednesday, it's the turkey breast, Thursday, the Italian BMT, and then Friday, the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. And, of course, later tonight we'll be naming the Subway sub of the game. I think I have an idea who that might be already, depending on how this one turns out. We'll also be naming the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. Most of you know you get to halftime, and that's where we start thinking about what adjustments will be made each way. Looney, Pittman, White, Franklin, and Flynn. Teachy, White, Williams. See who else has come in. Looks like we can pick up the rest of the players now for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like that's going to be Smay in the ball game and Conine. Here's White. Quakers stay zone. Conine shot fake. Now will pull up. Left it way short. Might have been contact. Offensive rebound put back, no. And Looney gets tied up. That'll be a jump ball. This will be Quaker basketball. Jessica Morris, fifth-year head coach for Defiance, thought that there should have been a foul on Looney. So the Quakers will have the basketball for the first time here in the second half. Pittman now running the point. Franklin lobs inside to Looney. Pittman trying to shake White. Here's Franklin from 14. Short. Ball tipped out. Picked up by Franklin. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. And it'll be White now to set it up to Pittman. Pittman a little quiet tonight. Just 4 points. Averaging around 10 points per game. White. Now we'll find Franklin. There's Looney. Look for the backdoor cut. And I'll tell you what, if Pittman keeps going, which is generally the idea on a backdoor cut like that, just keep going. Don't try to fake your man out, because generally what happens is you get that right there, turnover. Looney did the right thing. She's looking for the backdoor cut, and Pittman should have just kept going. Quakers now with 6 turnovers. Teachy out on the high post, goes to White. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Smay. 15-footer. She got fouled by White, and the pickup inside by Teachy, and she'll be fouled. Cameron White, very fortunate that time not to get a foul. And the foul's going to be on Maya Looney. That's going to be her third. We're going to see Zoe Curtis come back in. And here's Teachy at the line. 2 for 4. Now make it 3 of 5. So Looney only got about, a minute and a half in the third before she has to sit down with her third foul. Second free throw is no good. We'll stay at 31-29. Pittman, top of the key, bouncing to Franklin at the elbow. Entry pass to Curtis. Curtis against Teachy, hands off to Pittman. Pittman between two defenders. Shot no good. She missed that one just to the right. Teachy with a rebound. And once again, here's Williams. In the right corner to Smay. Lobs back out to Teachy. Looking right, Conine. Good ball movement out front again to Smay. Around the perimeter to White. Three-pointer good. And just like that, Defiance has taken a 1-point lead. That's the best ball movement we have seen out of this Defiance team so far here tonight. White with 9. We saw her at halftime really working on her three-point shooting. Here is Franklin. Franklin on the drive with the right hand. Stops. A little crowded underneath. We'll find Cameron White. Floater good. Quakers come right back and take the 1-point lead. Cameron White with her first 2. Here's Smay. Now with a left-hand dribble. Teachy out on the top. We'll give it off to White in the corner to Conine. Lob pass, Teachy. Teachy, right-hand turnaround shot, no good. Ball tipped in the lane. And who comes up with it? Smay. And Defiance will get the basketball, and they call the timeout. 7:14 remaining in the quarter. And Earlham on top of this one by 1 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Well, for the Yellow Jackets, they've had a kind of a rough night here tonight. They haven't been able to get Teachy going offensively. They have turned the ball over 11 times here tonight, but the outside shooting of White and Williams have kept them in the ball game, each player with 9 points. Defiance basketball. They'll go to Teachy down low, draws the double team, missed it short, gets an offensive rebound and a foul on the way up. Quakers did the right thing. They doubled down on her and tried to force it out of her hands. Curtis just picked up her second. And Teachy will go to the line for 2 shots. That's the idea for Defiance. They got to get Teachy more active and get her more touches. Free throws missed. One thing about if you're the Quaker defenders, you got to force her out away from the basket. Don't let her receive that ball down in the low post where she wants it. Make her get outside further. Tied at 33. Teachy so far just 1 basket and 6 points. White across the 10-second line to Franklin. Here's Pittman, top of the key. Pittman driving. Throws it hard off the glass. Thought she got fouled. No whistle. Teachy was there. Here's Smay. Entry now to Conine. Nice move. Conine misses the shot. Rebound Flynn. Conine picks up the foul. And not a bad move by Conine. Just can't finish it. So, Quakers get it back tied at 33. So Cameron White across the timeline now for the Quakers, guarded there by Williams. Here's Pittman at the right elbow. Flynn at the high post. Here's Flynn from 15. No. And the battle for the rebound, Teachy. Will he be able to pull it out of there and hands it off now to White. White up the left sideline now with a left-hand dribble. Stops. Entry pass to Conine. Skip pass. This will find Williams. Underneath now to Tichy. Tichy double teamed and a jump ball. Pittman coming in to tie her up. Tichy, a senior, tried to keep that ball in at least up around her head area, but Pittman did a nice job dropping down to tie her up. Defiance will pick up a turnover because they lose the possession arrow. Tichy underneath again, draws a crowd, throws it off the glass and good. So strong underneath, you got to get it out of that comfort zone for her. Quakers down by 2. Here's Franklin. Franklin's shot on the way short. Long rebound. Pittman, 14-footer, no. And Tichy another rebound. Outlet pass will find White. White this time up the right sideline. Lead pass to Conine. Conine turns, feeds inside to Tichy. Tichy only had one defender. That was Curtis. Got an offensive rebound and will go to the free throw line. Now that's what hurts right there. There is no doubt, and everyone should know this by now, that Zoe Curtis, only a freshman and well undersized, is going to need help. You cannot leave her down there by herself against Tichy. 5:35 to go in the quarter. Free throw's no good. That's the one saving grace so far, as Tichy has struggled from the line. Meadows coming in. McFarland coming in for the Quakers. And coming into the ball game for Defiance will be Whitney Schalk. Second free throw now by Tichy. So she will get one of 2. And Tichy will sit down. Irvin has come in. And now Defiance with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Here's Pittman. Driving and a traveling call on Pittman. So the Quakers turned it over for the 7th time. And one thing about Pittman, she has an uncanny knack of being able to get between 2 defenders, but that time took an extra step according to the official. White, lead pass to Conine, back to White. Here's Schalk. Schalk now between the circles. Conine working underneath. Irvin on the high post. Here's the screen for Williams. Back to Irvin. Lost it off her leg. Turnover number 13 now for the Yellow Jackets. Here's Franklin. Will find Flynn. Layup no good, but she's fouled by Irvin. Had a chance for the 3-point play. And so now Mariah Flynn will go to the line for 2. Irvin will pick up her second. 36-33, Defiance leading it by 3. Quakers so far just 2 points in the quarter, and we're halfway through the period, and the free throw's no good. Quakers only had 12 in the second after opening up with 19 in the first period. Second free throw is on the way, and it is good. Flynn with 5. Quakers back now to within 1. Earlham had success with the 2-2-1 zone trap in the first half, but now they've gone man-to-man, kind of mixing things up a little bit defensively. Schalk across the timeline. Here's Williams. Williams looking for Conine underneath. Kicks it outside to White. Wide open 3 on the way. Good. We mentioned I was watching her at halftime when they came back out, and White was working on the 3 from out front. She now has 12, all on 3-pointers, and the Quakers down by 5. Here's McFarland. Gets the screen from Flynn. Flynn will slide. Here's the jumper on the way. No, off the slip screen. Still can't get the shot to go. Nice job on the slip screen and then sliding away, but unable to hit the wide open jumper. Defiance basketball. White in the corner, and that 3 no good. Williams in to tie things up against Pittman, and it will be Quaker basketball. But now the Quakers lose the possession arrow. .4:11 to go in the third. And what was a halftime lead is now a 5-point lead for Defiance. Meadows looking right now to Franklin. Entry pass to Flynn. Right-hand shot no good. Good defense by White of Defiance. Urban with a rebound. Here come the Yellow Jackets once again as Schalk will set it up once she crosses the timeline. Here's Williams on the right elbow. Screened by Conine. Nice pass underneath, and Conine misses the layup. Urban hit her in stride and couldn't finish with the left hand. Here's Pittman. Pittman off now to Meadows. Ball tipped. Flynn back outside to Franklin. Franklin drives inside and gets hammered. And it looks like that might be Williams for Defiance. Well, that was a heck of a pass by Irvin at this end of the floor. Conine did the right thing, and once she made the pass, she just took off, caught the defender flat-footed. But you got to finish. Meadows off the inbound. Franklin scores easily. Nice inbound pass for the Quakers. Franklin now with 10. 3:20 to go in the third. And Defiance, they haven't gone to their bench as deep as they did in the first half. Schalk will find Conine, wide open three, good. And somehow the Quakers left Conine wide open. She now has 7. And now Earlham down by 6. Franklin 1-4 high on the offense. Meadows lost it. Turnover and a foul, I believe, on Meadows. That's going to be the case. So the Quakers with their 9th turnover. Meadows picks up her 2nd foul. She comes out of the ball game. Wiesner coming in. Looney's going to come in also for the Quakers, so Looney's going to play with 3. Quakers will work with Looney as well as Flynn, and looks like that's going to be Pittman down at the forward spot with Wiesner out front and Franklin out front. Defiance basketball. Here's Schalk in the corner to Williams. Thought about the 3. Back to Schalk. They're looking inside to Irvin. As, by the way, Tichy coming back in the ball game as well. Tichy looking high-low, couldn't get it to him. Here's the pass outside to Williams. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Irvin. You have 6-1 and 6-3. Quakers will have to do a better job of rebounding with their guards. Here's the drive by Smay. Back outside to Williams. 3-pointer, good, and that's another big 3. And the Quakers will need a timeout right here. Williams with her 4th 3-pointer. 2:11 to go in the third on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail at 45-36.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
A reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and many, many more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts voted #1 in the entire state. They're proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town, the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. What a turn of events. It was a Quaker lead at halftime. White, Williams, Conine all with 3s here in the third, and the Quakers now find themselves down by 9. And boy, that changed just like that. So it will be Quaker basketball following the timeout. Wiesner, entry pass now to Looney. Looney looks to give it up. Here's Flynn. Flynn driving, and she got away with a walk, missed the shot off the front of the rim, and the rebound by Irvin. Quakers have gotten away with a couple of travels here tonight, but they haven't been able to cash in so far. And Irvin, nope, they're going to get Tichy underneath on an offensive foul against Maya Looney. So Tichy picks up her 2nd. 14th turnover now by Defiance. We're watching those two battle underneath, and you always get the 2nd one. And that's what happened with Tichy right there. 1:37 to go. Maya will give it off now to Franklin. Nothing there in the opening on the drive. And we've got an offensive foul, and they may have just gotten Looney on a moving screen. So Looney just picked up her 4th, and she'll have to come out of the ball game. Zoe Curtis will come back in. I did not see it, but the outside official made the call. 1:30 to go. Quakers need to stop right here. This is a big possession, I believe, at this part of the ball game. Here's Williams. Teachy posting up underneath against Curtis. Can't get it to her. Here's Schalk. Back to Williams. Three-pointer. Good. Boy, 2 straight now by Williams. Williams now with 15. White with 12. 9 points by Teachy. And Conine with 7. Quakers now down by 12. Here's Pittman from 17. It went 16. Rebound again by Teachy. And now you don't want things to get out of hand. Here's Smay, and the foul will be called against Pittman. Pittman just picked up her third. Quakers have managed just 5 points in the quarter. They've been outscored 20-5 in this period alone. And Smay at the line, free throw is good. She's on the board for the first time. And the Quakers, every time this goes up, their biggest deficit of the night is now 13, and the second one is no good. 49 seconds remaining here in the third. Franklin out front here for the Quakers, guarded there by Schalk. Here's Pittman. Pittman gets the screen from Flynn. Flynn steps out, fires, and hits it. And boy, the Quakers needed that basket. Flynn with 7, 26 seconds to go. Quakers half-court trap. Pittman able to knock it away, get the steal. Pittman to Wiesner, short, missed it, and the putback no by Franklin will go to the line. Williams will pick up her second. Franklin to the line. This is the first time Franklin has gone to the line tonight. One of the top free throw shooters. Well, I say that she misses. One of the top free throw shooters in the conference. White coming back in for Defiance. Smay will sit down. This will give Defiance a chance to have a three-point shooter in. Both free throws missed. That's very rare, and Irvin traveled with it. That's now 16 turnovers by Defiance, so the Quakers will have one last chance right here, 11.5 in the third. Wiesner inbounding. Flynn double-teamed. Flynn driving in the lane. Left-hand shot, no good. Teachy with a rebound, 4 seconds on the clock. Here is Williams. Williams with 1 second, and they can't get it off, and that's the second time we've seen that tonight. One for each team, not paying attention how much time is on the clock. We will head to the fourth quarter on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down in this one by 11.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
By the way, the Quakers have seen their shooting percentage drop down to 37%. Neither team shooting well when you really look at it. 37% for the Quakers, 36% for Defiance. But now the Quakers being out-rebounded in this one, 30-28. They had a big lead early, but that has since gone away. Defiance basketball as we open up the fourth period. Schalk in the corner to White. Here's Williams, back to Schalk. White. Top of the key, that's Williams, as it goes out of bounds. So Williams ends up missing. As it goes out of bounds, it'll be Quaker basketball. Here's about the time where you got to make a little bit of a run here. You've allowed, in fact, you were outscored 21-7 in that quarter. So now you need to get this thing going again like you did back in the first quarter. Here's Franklin off the drive. Schalk, nice defense. Franklin falls to the floor, and they get Schalk. The only thing I don't like about that call is it looked like to me that Schalk was playing pretty good defense. Hands were straight up and down. She's moving with her hands up, and they still call her for the foul when a player falls down. Here is Curtis. Shot on the way, no good. And Tichy able to get the rebound. Curtis, big first half with 6 points, has not scored in the second half. Schalk out to Tichy. Tichy starts to penetrate. Conine will go back now to Williams, and then Williams lost it out of bounds. A couple of changes as Smay will come back in. We will also see Liz Martin. Martin coming in for the first time in quite some time, since back in the first half. Quakers down by 11, and it will be Earlham basketball with Franklin lobbing now to Curtis. Curtis, backdoor cut. Here is Pittman, and she'll be fouled. Now the key is you hit the high post, the wing automatically cuts, gets behind the defender. If they're certainly overplaying on the pass, you can get yourself a lot of easy layups. If they deny you the pass, as that free throw is good. They deny you the pass, you step back, the defender's already down in the paint, you step back, receive the pass, hit the short jumper. At least that's the idea. 8:55 to go here in the fourth. Second free throw is no good. 10-point lead. Here's White. White has hit a couple of big buckets here tonight, especially those two in the corner, and then they leave her wide open. Got to go there and cover quickly. Here is Martin for three. So Martin with her first basket and another big three for Defiance, and the Quakers trail it by 13. Wiesner with the basketball. Wiesner now dribbles, will find Curtis, and Curtis will be fouled by Tichy. A little screen and roll action off the right side. Now Curtis to the line. Curtis 2 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. 8:24 to go here in the fourth. And Quakers not hitting the free throws now in the second half. Tichy will come out, and Irvin back in. 9 points by Tichy, well off her 20.8 average. Second free throw by Curtis is good. And the Quakers now down by 12. Quakers trying to show a little soft press that time, but not like they did in the first half with that 2-2-1 press. Here is Smay on the drive in the corner, and the three-pointer's no good. Martin can't get that one to fall. And the rebound for the Quakers. Here's Pittman. Pittman driving down the lane. Scoop shot, no. Martin with a rebound. Boy, that one in and out for Pittman. Quakers unable to catch a break once again. Drive to the baseline. The kick out. Here is Martin reversing right side to White. Irvin posting up underneath. Here's Smay at the elbow. Martin will move to her left. That's where Martin receives the basketball. 8 on the shot clock. Irvin in the high post. In the corner. Three-pointer is no good. And we've got a rebounding foul against Makai White. So Makai will pick up her second. We played now 2.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. The Quakers managing just 2 free throws. And they're down by 12, trying to avoid their 19th loss of the year. Wiesner, the screen from Curtis. Here's Pittman, top of the key, looking left. Bouncing now to Flynn in the high post. Flynn will take the cross, turns, fires, and misses. Rebound tip, Wiesner to Curtis, and Curtis scores. Wiesner able to get the tip, and the Quakers down by 10. And that'll be a foul on Flynn. Flynn will pick up her third. And Defiance is going to get a timeout right here. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down in this one by 10.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Earlhamites, you don't need to be on the heart to feel close to it. Your Earlham Alumni Council is here to help all of our alumni stay connected, to support students, and to ensure that Earlham is strong for years to come.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center, Quakers on back chance here to try to snap a 4-game losing streak, and still a lot of basketball to be played, down by 10 with 6:50 remaining. So now they got to get that offense flying again. They had Franklin 8 points in the first half, just 2 in the second half. Offensively, the Quakers have managed just 11 points in the entire second half. They had 19 in the first period alone. Entry pass, TG. Kicks it out to Williams. Conine back to Williams. They're looking underneath. They're trying to get it to TG. Quakers are going to try to double team. Here's White. Three-pointer, no good. And the rebound by Pittman. Here's Pittman. She'll go the distance and lay it in. Pittman now with 7. And someone better get open as the Quakers now full court press. Pittman got away with a foul right there. Here's Schalk. Back to White. White inside. TG will score and is fouled, and that's going to go against Curtis, her fourth. The key again, you can't let TG post up as close to the basket as she wants to. You got to force her out of the way, otherwise she's going to eat you alive at 6'3". So now Looney's going to come in. Looney has 4, and guess what? If I'm Defiance, I get right back at Looney and get her out of the ball game. And try to pick up her 5th. Free throw's no good. Looney with a rebound. 6 minutes remaining. And it will be Quaker basketball. Here's Pittman at the elbow. In the corner now to Franklin. Gets the screen from Looney. Franklin stops. Looney inside. Looney against Teachy, misses. Looney tried it with a right hand. Can't get it to go. And back the other way, here's Schalk. Schalk really likes to push the basketball. White in the corner. Another 3 on the way. Rims in and out. Teachy had the rebound and gets fouled. See who this one's against. They're going to get Flynn for her 4th. So Flynn has 4, Looney has 4, and Curtis has 4. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Schalk will inbound in the backcourt, and that was touched. That should have been over and back. Conine touched it in the front court. It went into the backcourt. That should have been an over and back. Teachy in the corner to Williams. Back to White. Teachy will find Conine. Here's Schalk. Williams for 3. Good. That's a big possession right there. If that's an over and back, you don't get that 3-point shot. Quakers down by 13. Here is Franklin driving and scoring. Franklin now with 12. Turnover. Pittman, layup good. Pittman, 5 in the period, 9 in the ball game, and almost here at the point that Defiance doesn't look like they've seen a man-to-man press in their life. Here's Schalk, off to White. White for 3. That one's no good. Rebound Pittman. Here's Pittman driving off to Franklin. Bouncing Wiesner. Shot on the way. Good. And just like that, it's a 7-point ball game. And the Quakers more offense in the last minute than they've had in the last 8 or 9. Williams trapped in the backcourt. Another turnover by Defiance. They have not handled the man-to-man press well at all. Franklin's going to get tripped by Williams. And Ashley Williams just picked up her third. And Defiance will get another timeout. 3:54 remaining on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down by 7.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Yellow Jackets falling apart a little bit here in the fourth quarter. They haven't handled that full-court man-to-man press yet. Quakers now forcing, the 14th? Take that back, the 19th turnover. Let me check that against the official stats. Turnovers, they had Defiance with 17. So 17 turnovers, and here is Hannah Franklin at the line. Franklin has missed 3 free throws tonight. How unusual is that? Franklin back in for another. And this time gets the roll. Quakers now down by 6. Erica Smay will come back in. Williams will sit down. Irvin double-teamed on the sideline. She can't wait to get rid of the basketball. Here's White taking the lead pass from Schalk, and now Defiance a little more comfortable. And I'm not sure if they reset the shot clock in time. There's only 5 seconds off the clock, and I think that took them a little bit longer to get that ball across the timeline than 5 seconds. So they'll put it at 20, so they're going to put it 10 seconds. Which, if that were the case, 10 seconds should have been a turnover as well. Unless they said they got it across in 9 and added the 1 second once it got it across. Who knows? White inside to Irvin. TG on the high post. Spinning inside, hard off the glass. Ball loose in the lane. Nice job by Looney. Underneath against TG, not to pick up number 5. Flynn will find Looney. Off now to Franklin. Franklin gets the screen from Looney. Bypasses. Takes it in the lane. Hands off now to Flynn. In the corner, Wiesner. Shot on the way. Good. Quakers down by 4. Wiesner with 4. Irvin trying to get rid of it to Schalk. Under 3 minutes remaining. White will find TG wide open as the Quakers unable to get back in time. Easiest basket for TG all night. Boy, if you're going to trap, you better at least try to press. You better get your bigs back. Franklin stops on the drive. Here's White. Back to Franklin just inside the three-point line. Missed it. And they're going to get Franklin on the rebound. It's either Franklin or White. And it will be Hannah Franklin. Picks up her first. .234 remaining. Boy, no one moving to the basketball. It's kind of odd that you would see a team not be able to break the press a little bit easier. But there is Schalk able to do the job by herself, and once again Defiance in the half court. Lob pass, Teachy. Boy, if you go right at Looney, that's the idea, and she didn't take her. Looney has 4 fouls. You got to go right at him. Here's Smay. That is Teachy down low. In the corner to White. Wide open 3. Big bucket right there for White. White now with 15. That's a huge bucket. Quakers now down by 9 once again. 1:49 to go. Here's Franklin. Franklin, pull-up jumper, count it. And the Quakers will get a timeout of their own. It's a 30-second timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail this one 62-55.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Quakers get the timeout, but trail at 62-55. They will need to get a couple of turnovers here. This time Maya Looney will be back at half court. Flynn walking into your screen right there. She's going to change places, so now the Quakers a little more man-to-man right here. Will they zone? They're going to zone and try to trap. Here's White at midcourt. White. And into the hands of Smay. Smay back outside to White. Boy, they broke that one pretty easily. Here's Schalk. She's done a pretty nice job handling the basketball. White. Quakers trying to deny anywhere they can. High pass to Schalk. Schalk sweeps through. Now brings it back. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's the drive again by Schalk. Tichy for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Franklin. 1:10 to go. Franklin will kick it off now to White. Jumper on the way. Good. Cameron White for the Quakers. And Wiesner got a hand on it. It'll stay with Defiance. Pittman back in. White will sit down. Well, right now Defiance working with the two bigs. They're basically going with a three-guard system here to break this press. So they're counting on TG and Irvin to help them on the press. Schalk lead pass to White. White will take it in herself. Layup good. That's another big bucket right there. Quakers can't afford to give up the layup. Down by 7. And they turn it over. Big turnover right there for the Quakers. 42 seconds to go, and Wiesner will have to foul Schalk. And the Quakers may very much run out of time right here in this one. Well, you gave up that easy bucket to Tichy, and then you come back, you give up the layup to White. Two really easy baskets, and then, of course, the three made by Williams and Martin hit that three. Those are some big baskets. Quakers needed stops, and the free throw is good. Defiance as Cameron White will come back in, and Looney's going to come out of the ball game. By the way, Whitney Schalk now with 3. Once Schalk fixes her hair, we'll be back and ready to go again. Second free throw now by Schalk. Short. Rebound by Flynn. 39 seconds to go. Here's White, gets the screen. Back out to Franklin. Got to get a shot. Here's Flynn for 3. No good. Rebound Irvin. And Irvin will be fouled by White. Nope, she's going to say that she stepped out of bounds while touching the basketball apparently with on that rebound, so they will give that basketball to Defiance. 27.6. Irvin gets fouled immediately. Got a shove from behind by Pittman. So Pittman picks up number 4, and the Quakers will, though they got off to a good start, could not sustain it. Made a little bit of a run here in the fourth quarter, but they're not going to get it done here tonight. As Irvin goes to the line. Free throw is good. Our camera person is so tired right now. Hang in there. It's 26 seconds to go. Second free throw. is good. It's all that studying you got to do. Quakers down by 10 and 23 seconds remaining. Flynn for three, good. But for the Quakers, too little, too late. Another foul with 18.4. So Franklin picks up number 2, and Tichy will go to the line. Well, they pretty much held Tichy in check when you consider nearly 21 points and 14 rebounds per game. But she was not the factor tonight that she normally would be. Tichy back in for number 2, missed them both. Tichy will finish with 17 rebounds and 13 points, but from a scoring standpoint, as Wiesner scores, not what she normally gets. Wiesner with 6. There's another foul. Still, I take those numbers, but from a shooting standpoint, Tichy tonight just 4 of 11. She needed 21 to get to the 1,000-point mark. Here's White at the line for 2. But still 17 boards, not too bad. Free throw is good. If you take I'll give her 1 point right here. If you take the other numbers there, second free throw no good. If she shoots a little bit better, her numbers would have been there. 4 of 11 from the field. 2 seconds to go, and she was 5 of 13 from the line. Those scoring numbers would have been better. That's going to do it. As let's put the final on the board. And your final score in your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Defiance 68, Earlham 62. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment. This has been Earlham Women's Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
As we wrap this one up tonight, final numbers here real quick. Let me jump over here. I know we're going to check out these live stats as they have finished them up. Makai White, 18. Ashley Williams, 18. Tichy, 13 points, 18 boards in the win tonight. Conine with 7. Martin with 4. Irvin with 4. Schalk with 3. And Smay with 1. Quakers led by Hannah Franklin with 15. Mariah Flynn with 10. Pittman with 9. Curtis with 9. Wiesner with 6. Cameron White with 4. Looney finished with 4. McFarland with 3. And Joseph finished with 2 points in this one here tonight. Quakers, by the way, did out-rebound Defiance of 40-38, but the Quakers ended up shooting just 43% in this one here tonight. And then again, it was that second quarter in which third quarter in which the Quakers were outscored 21-7, which really proved to be the difference in this one here tonight. Time to name the Subway sub of the game for tonight. It's a pretty easy call for us. Zoe Curtis, the freshman out of Newcastle, 9 points and 6 rebounds in this one here this evening. Zoe Curtis is the Subway sub of the game. And for the Wesley Bates Wealth Management player of the game, we're going to go with Hannah Franklin. Franklin, 15 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds in this one here tonight. That's not a bad line for the senior out of Randolph Southern High School. So the Quakers end up losing it tonight. They will be back in action. In fact, they only have, 5 games? Let me check real quick. After tonight, 5 games remaining. Their next 3 on the road. They go to Anderson Saturday. Then they'll be at Rose-Hulman next Wednesday, travel to Hanover on February the 11th. Their final 2 home games will be February 15th against Bluffton, February 18th against Mount St. Joe. With the loss tonight, Quakers now 1-19 overall, 1-12 in the conference. Defiance now 12-8 overall. They are 9-4 in conference play. It's your final score. Once again, Quakers drop it here tonight by a final 68-62. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Women's Basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.